Hi everyone, this is Divine Femme Tarot. Today I have a two-card reading from the Kuan Yin Oracle deck. On the left is the card for the masculine, and on the right is the card for the feminine. I only picked one card from this deck for each because I think this deck does a really beautiful job of answering to dense energies in that way. So, without further ado, I hope that this reading helps you and brings you clarification and illumination. So, essentially, the message that we get for the masculine with the Veil of Shadows is that the masculine is ascending to their next stage. Right now, it's like they've outgrown where they're at, the vibration that they're at, and they're moving on to a stage where they're looking at their dark side. So their shadow sides are doing a little bit of shadow work, acknowledging their shadow side, accepting themselves as a whole, physically and emotionally. As an individual and also in the way that they're manifesting. As for the feminine with the Mother Fierce card, we see a need to protect the vibration that we are currently at. So it seems that from various directions, probably, as we are advancing in our vibration, as we are growing spiritually and expanding and coming into our true selves, we're finding that we are being called to shed energies that no longer serve us, energies that could come in the form of people, or other things too, such as music or shows, hobbies, substances, coping mechanisms, that sort of thing. So we see, in terms of especially people, that we need to set limitations and boundaries with their energy. That not everyone is allowed into our sacred space, especially as we're reaching a state where we're solidifying this higher vibration of ours. So this is the message that we're getting, and now I'm going to go ahead and go on to read what the cards are actually saying. "43. Veil of Shadows. A lotus blossoms with deep, rich mud into which she plunges her roots and draws great nourishment. From this mud, made of water and earth, growth happens, and great beauty is revealed. Your soul lotus thrives through depth of emotion and the aliveness of your body, into which she can plant herself and unfold as a lotus of light." Then it goes on to say, "Your soul lotus is blossoming. Just like a plant that outgrows the pot in which it has been planted and requires more soil to spread its roots and continue growing, your soul lotus needs some more mud, some more water and earth energy, so that it can grow and shine. In the spiritual world, all things serve. Everything, including our darker emotions and parts of our body that we may not think are acceptable. They are actually good nourishment for our soul. The soul craves to love and be in love with all parts of you. Like a passionate divine lover, it wants to hold nothing back and become completely spiritually intimate with all aspects and all parts of you, whether you have thought they were lovable or not. This can be challenging because it can feel extremely uncomfortable to visit and consciously engage with those aspects of your personality and our bodies that we have yet to really love and accept. Yet, this is what you are guided to embrace now. This process might be started by taking a class or engaging in a physical practice that honors the shadow part of you. If you have considered yourself an introverted person, it might be to begin to honor the counter side of this, the part that needs community and people in order to thrive. If you consider yourself a quiet person, you might need to explore how you can find joy through sound, music, and energy, for example. If you consider yourself a passionate person, you could benefit from finding the part of you that is peaceful and content in the moment, with things exactly as they are right now. This interplay isn't about saying that who you are now is not enough. It is about acknowledging that you are that thing you believe you are not, and finding a way to live it with consciousness and love. It is about delving into the parts of you that have been hidden in a veil of shadows and are now becoming ready to be revealed and lived as a part of the beautiful and whole being that you are in truth. In particular, this oracle asks you to look at where you can nourish your emotional and physical life with more focus, perhaps through art, creativity, journaling your dreams, creating collages, or engaging in dance or other forms of movement. Your spirit needs it to thrive at this time. 18. Mother Fierce. Mother Fierce is your guardian. Nothing can penetrate the passionate fire of her fearless love. Your safety is assured, beloved. In the midst of any apparent challenge or threat, no matter how frightening it may seem, and no matter how insecure you might feel about taking a step on your spiritual path into more power, know that you are safe, you are protected, you are loved. And it goes on to say, Beloved, you've been growing spiritually, and sometimes this evokes responses from others. The responses may be loving and affirming, encouraging and validating. Many will choose to be inspired by your growth. Sometimes, however, lower vibrational responses will arise, which might be fearful, insecure, jealous, or angry. These responses arise so that they can be healed. The healing for you is in how you choose to allow yourself to shine and not be diminished by the healing process of another. For the other, their healing is their journey, and you have offered them a great service. Know that you do not need to be afraid, nor do you need to hold yourself back out of fear. There is nothing that escapes the notice of beloved Mother Kuan Yin. As a divine mother of fierce compassion and protection, she sees all, she knows all, she blesses all. She can lift you beyond fear and threat, beloved, into a place of unity with divine love that secures you against any would-be threat and delivers you into peace. For you to benefit the most from her protection, you need to trust in her light and realize that she is shining through your own inner light, that she and you are one in truth. From this perspective, you can realize that you always have the right to say no to any energy of fear or doubt that seeks to cause you harm. Harm comes from a lower vibration. It does not need to be feared, but it does need to be responded to with assertiveness and compassion. Kuan Yin now helps you retain your inner peace in the face of any lower vibrational energy, so that you can be kind and accepting of the divine essence in all of existence, no matter how heavily veiled the divinity appears to be, and yet also remain assertive that only unconditional loving vibrations are welcome in your energy field. So that is it for the descriptions of the cards and for the reading. I hope that this has helped you guys, and I will see you next time.